What's going on, everybody? I'm here with Noah. We're gonna talk Endgame first. There's gonna be some big time spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, I don't know what to tell you. Let's just start with Thanos. He killed his ass.
Yeah.
He killed him.
First 20 minutes.
What do you think of that?
I saw it coming. And like you said earlier, they did him a favor. 'Cause he was going to die.
They did him a favor. He looked like hell. I mean,
That dirty white Cotton Hanes t-shirt.
yeah, the farmer.
Yeah, he's
Farmer
limping along.
Thanos.
That part when he's walking up the steps. And you
Yeah.
just see him where he almost falls over.
One step at a time.
Yeah. It's like me trying to climb 4 flights of stairs and I get to the top. Didn't end well.
It was. He had some really quotable lines in this.
Yes, he did.
Like,
He did it in both movies.
I
It's
am
just-
inevitable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
And the whole, you couldn't deal with your own failure. Where did that lead you? Back to me.
Back to me.
Yeah. Thanos growl.
You cannot blame Thor. You can't blame him
Yeah.
for just axing him. You can't.
I will say I didn't think it'd be that abrupt. Like it just
No.
happened.
No. So he was talking like
To-
he was talking to Nebula, right? She was like, he's not a liar.
Yeah. And then just to make a bad pun that's not actually verbal, it was just like
It was.
yeah.
It just-
No, literally.
You look up, he's gone.
Yeah.
Because when they chopped off his hand, and they rolled over the glove, they wwere gone. I was
Yeah.
like, that's just same old trick. But no.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
actually destroyed him. That's what he used the second snap for, I believe. Because
Yeah.
he was injured, obviously, because he got, like, freaking 2-meter wide axe to the chest.
Would have killed anybody else.
He snapped, and that, like, toasted half of him.
Yeah.
And then he destroyed the stones.
Screwed up his arm, too.
Yeah, so
Screwed
he's
up his
going to die
arm.
anyways.
Yeah, they did him a favor. One problem I had, I don't like how Ant-Man got out of the quantum realm. The rat.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
That was like, really? It seems like a cop-out, but it's classic Marvel.
Yeah.
It's classic. Do you have a problem with that?
To be honest, when you started talking about Ant-Man get out of the quantum realm, in my mind, I was like, oh, shit, how did he get out of the quantum realm?
Yeah.
I couldn't even remember. So, I don't know. I just thought it served its purpose. They had so much to do in this movie.
Ant-Man played a huge part.
I think they had to pick and choose
Yeah.
which things they wanted to make major, and they couldn't make it a big scene with who gets Ant-Man out. Does he get himself out? So
He played
had
a
to run.
massive part.
Hey, but we know the MCU, the rat might be a major player later on down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, as we learned here.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. I'm looking at the plot here. They get together. Romanoff goes to Tokyo, finds Clint.
Yeah.
Clint's just.
Very, very violent.
Let's talk about Clint's family.
Yeah.
What are the odds? Like,
Yeah.
family of 5, at least one of them's gonna live, right? No.
No.
They all died. His
And
whole family.
I know, I saw the trailer too, and I'm like, they're gonna start that movie on the farm, because it works as a recap.
Yeah.
You know, it's always a good thing to do with a movie, even if everyone knows how the part before went. You have to, kind of reference what happened. I think that was a really good way to do it. But yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I'm like, it's half of all life, not 20%.
Yeah.
Surviving and 80 being killed.
Because you figured
Yeah.
in Clint's family, at least 2 of them would live, right?
Yeah.
No.
2.5.
He just got, 2.5. He got the shaft.
He did. Went insane.
He did. Yeah, let's go back to Tokyo. That was a ruthless scene.
Yeah. Okay, so just on that, you know more about the comics than I do.
Right.
Like I said.
Yeah.
Never read the comics. The guy he killed, what was his name? Like Hitachi?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they make that up, or is that a character from the comics?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because I was wondering if that had some major role down the... Because now it's completely open-ended in what direction they're going to go in.
Yeah. Well, you mean the future of the whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, that was violent.
I thought Hawkeye redeemed himself in this movie.
Yeah.
I thought he really redeemed himself.
Jeremy Renner, I didn't know he was actually that good of an actor.
Yeah.
He actually carried his scenes.
Yeah, he
He hasn't,
did.
He just hasn't had a chance to do it yet.
Like when they were gonna test the pin particles.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'll do it."
Yeah.
He's like, "I got nothing to lose. I'll do it."
Yeah.
And he didn't. He didn't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
What did you think of the time travel?
Time travel. I'm still a little confused. From what I understand,
They really couldn't have done it any other way.
yeah, I like that they didn't do the typical, oh, you can't mess with anything because that'll screw with the future. What the Ancient One, what she described, from my understanding, is there's like a main linear timeline, and that's the world they're living in. But each time they go back and change the tiniest thing from the past, a branch goes off, and that's its own universe. So, you know, if one person was to go back and kill everyone else in the world, there'd be the one survivor version of Earth.
Yeah.
And the one that they saved was the main version of Earth, is what I got out of the time travel.
Yeah, that was... Honestly, it was kind of confusing.
It was very confusing.
But it was the Ancient One, so I was like, I'll believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. Whatever she says, I believe it. Thor 2. They brought back Thor 2.
Yes, they did. They made it better. They made it more important.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
I liked the scene with Loki, and we'll bring that up in a minute,
Yeah.
because I forgot to talk about that. I liked how they had him sitting there again, just...
Loki.
Yeah, and beer gut Thor.
Degenerate Thor.
Oh, yeah. Degenerate Thor.
I like Degenerate Thor.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I was still trying to decide if it was completely necessary, at least the whole time.
You here to fix the cable?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good line.
It took some balls to have him that way the whole movie.
Yeah. I thought when he first got Stormbreaker back, he might just
Yeah, me too.
do one of the Thor wipes, but no. His armor just hangs over the fat.
Yeah.
It's like those guys that, a big beer gut, they take their shirt into their pants, so it's just like hanging down. I had a teacher, his name was Mr. Allison. Shout out.
But
Yeah.
it makes sense because, you know, this guy could have killed... He could have killed him.
Yeah.
He could have killed Thanos.
Oh, yeah.
So, it makes sense.
Yeah.
He thought it'd be his fault.
Yeah.
He thought
Especially
it'd
if you think, oh, not just half of all life on Earth, but half of all life in the universe is dead because of me. I should have gone for the head, and you should have.
Yeah, he should have.
Or the arm. Just even the arm.
Yeah, like they did in the beginning of this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really thought Thor. I liked him in this movie. I liked him. I like him in every movie, but I really liked him in this one.
I liked
Still alive.
I liked Ragnarok Thor. That's my favorite version, and forever will be. Speaking of Thor,
Degenerate Thor.
I don't know if you want to go into it later, but the Asgardians of the galaxy.
Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah,
so Thor, it looks like, is going to play a part in it,
we'll get into that later.
and we'll get into it with Gamora too.
Yes.
So in the plot, where are we at now?
We are. They go back in time. Let's just start with they go to Shield. Stark and Cap go to Shield
Yeah.
in the 70s.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a scene.
I like that they gave Tony closure on his dad.
Yeah.
Because, and the Russo brothers said it's been probably about a year that this movie was going to tie up any loose ends
Yeah.
in the MCU with the characters that have been outstanding. And one of Tony's issues the entire time is that his parents suddenly died, didn't have any closure. He always had that thing with his dad, and I think that closed off. Finally.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really cool scene. But his
Yeah.
dad was asking, you know, about his birth, but Tony was able to actually give his own father advice on how to raise a child. And I thought that was he played the dad well.
Yeah, he
RDJ
did.
did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Yeah.
He deserved a kid. Pepper was still alive, so
Yeah.
it made sense.
I just assumed that she was dead.
Me too.
It's like there's just got to be, because Tony always takes the blows.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of, to show the full development of his character from the selfish guy that we first saw in Iron Man, that was just like sex obsessed, you know, it's a rock star lifestyle.
Not even the same guy.
Yeah, to now, he has everything that he's ever wanted.
Yeah.
And then he, like Cap said, you know, he makes a sacrifice play, he lays down on the wire. And that's how they ended. Because this was Tony's saga.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And people were like, did he really need to die? And I'm like, I've never thought that a character needed to die more, and it's nothing against Tony. That was just like the best way possible to wrap that up.
He didn't necessarily need to die, but it made sense.
It made a lot of sense.
It had to be him.
Yes.
Because that's kind of jumping around here, but at the end, when he snaps, it had to be him. Like, it was the only way they were going to get the maximum impact, because if it was like...
He's earned it the most.
If it was Cap, or if it was Hulk doing it with his other hand, like, no.
Yeah. I was worried they were going to have Captain Marvel do the final thing, and I was prepared to, start an uprising if she was going to be the one that was going to deal the death blow.
I liked what they did with her.
They did. They used her exactly right.
Yeah, they really did.
Because I knew she was going to have to come in and save him, and that's exactly what she did. She flew through another ship, which I like seeing. It's absolutely badass.
Yeah, because there was really nobody else that could have done
that. Because to me, it's really obvious at this point what's going to happen right before it happens.
Yeah.
And they're at the end of the line. I'm like, well, here comes Captain Marvel. It's too obvious.
It was. I really thought when the axe went up, or not the axe, when the hammer went up in the air, and it turned out to be Cap. I thought it was gonna be Captain Marvel.
I was
about ready to get pissed.
I was pretty sure. I was like, it's Cap. Finally, it's happened.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah. What made him worthy? And we talked about this.
Yeah. I think it was just overall, he's just such a Boy Scout, such a good guy. He never does any wrong. I mean, can you point to one thing in the MCU that makes you think Cap's not a good guy?
Well, now the people that there's some people that are angry that he went back into time, saying that he abandoned the rest of them. I'm like, but he finished the mission. He put him back, and that was done.
He earned it.
Yeah, he definitely earned it.
This guy was in the ice for 70 years.
Yeah.
He earned it. Are you kidding me?
It's just obvious.
He earned it.
I thought that was a perfect way.
Not only was he in the ice for 70 years, he played a huge role in beating Thanos.
Yeah.
How many things did he do with the Avengers over the years?
Yeah.
Like, the dude earned it. He earned it. I had no problem with that. I honestly had no problems with this movie. Really. Besides Ant-Man getting out of the quantum realm, but that's like nitpicky. Yeah. I don't know. Did you have any big problems?
We talked about CGI. It's a little wonky at times.
Yeah.
I forgive it, though, because this is really what other time has Marvel had bad CGI. At least the MCU.
Budget was $350 million.
Oh, yeah.
So they probably ran out a little bit. Well, maybe they didn't.
And there were very brief moments.
Yeah, it's like when Thanos came to Earth, to the compound, he looked bad.
Yeah.
He looked bad. But like when they were fighting,
it looked normal.
Looked fine, yeah.
Because that's what they spent the. What about Professor Hulk?
Loved it.
Because the mouth threw me off, but yeah.
Loved it.
I thought that was also a callback to the comics.
Yes, it was.
I know that.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good. We was in the cafe. I had one of the obnoxious laughers right behind me the entire movie, though. So the whole time he's signing autographs, the guy's behind me like, and I'm like, dude, you want to calm down?
Dude, shut up.
Yeah.
I've waited 11 years for this. You're going to shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the OG Iron Man came out?
I do.
Me too. I remember that. I remember going to the theater to see that.
I never saw it in the theater. The first MCU movie I saw in theaters was the Edward Norton Hulk.
Yeah.
And that was before I knew what it was going into, just because he was like my favorite superhero.
Yeah.
So I saw that, and then I saw the Avengers, and like I've told you, that scene in the Avengers that they kind of mirrored with the circle, obviously, and then went back to New York in Endgame. It showed the circle again.
Yeah.
But they had it again in Endgame where they all came through the portals, and they had the Avengers theme, Alan Silvestri. It's legendary. But in the first Avengers
Assemble.
Yeah, where they first assembled in the circle, that was the moment where my jaw, I was 12 at the time, it was like, oh my god. And from that moment on.
I remember seeing the OG Iron Man.
Yeah.
I was 11.
It's so different. If you look at the opening scene from that, he's driving in a Humvee through the desert listening to AC/DC.
This dude is having one-night stands.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the same guy. Not the same guy.
Oh, no, it's two different guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool that it was RDJ because, he had all the actual real-life trouble.
Perfect.
He was able to...
He was perfect.
Perfect casting.
Really was.
There's him and J.K. Simmons for J. Jonah. Yeah. Parker.
Can I get an advance?
Yeah, I can't do the laugh.
Me neither.
Are you serious?
You're unfired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thor going to the Guardians.
Yeah, as Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So the mission now, because Gamora, the version of Gamora is back.
Right.
But it's Gamora that we first saw interact with Peter Quill, where she's, don't.
So she
touch
didn't
me.
die in the snap?
No, I don't think.
They're just trying to find her.
Yeah. She might have. I just assumed that they were going to try and find her.
So Guardians 3 is just going to be
Yeah.
finding her?
There'll be something more to it. It'll do something with Thor.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Valkyrie is now the queen of New Asgard, which I thought was cool that they put it in Tonsberg. Is that how you say it?
I know. I don't know.
It looks like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it right because I don't know how to
Right.
speak Norwegian or whatever it's called. I don't even know. But it was cool because if you remember in the first Avenger, the first Captain America film, that's where Red Skull goes to get the Tesseract. It's that same town.
Yeah.
That's like the first link that started the entire thing on Earth was just because of that town. I thought that was cool. I'm sure that'll play a role again. Let's talk about Sam over Bucky for the next half. My question about that is Bucky has super soldier serum in his blood from the Russians, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has communist super soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
But he got the stuff in his head out.
yeah. But Sam doesn't have any.
No.
He's just
Sam's just a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how that'll work. I'm interested to see it.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing it'll kind of be some type of combination between him being Falcon and him being Cap. I don't even know if I can refer to him as Cap anymore.
No. You can't. Well,
I'll still call him Sam.
let's try and figure out who we're not going to see again. Tony.
Yep, Tony's done.
We're not seeing Tony again.
We might,
Probably not seeing Cap again.
because I'm left to assume that he's just gonna kind of die peacefully,
Yeah.
go with the wind.
We'll see Hulk again.
We will. Professor Hulk now.
Yeah. We'll see Thor again.
We will see Thor. I think. So was Hawkeye? How did he end? What was the end of his story?
He's
He's
back
getting
with his
his own
family.
show, isn't he?
He's back with his family.
Because there's all these shows that
Yeah.
are going on.
So Scarlet Witch and Vision are getting a show. It's called WandaVision.
We'll see Clint again,
Yeah, probably.
and probably the Scarlet Witch movie,
Yeah.
because there's that whole storyline that's always been hinted at.
Well, we'll see him in the Black Widow movie.
Yeah. I said Scarlet Witch movie. I'm sorry.
We'll talk
Yes.
the Budapest.
Yes.
We'll see that.
It's been referenced so many times. It was referenced in Endgame.
Yeah.
They were flying to Vormir.
Yep.
Who did you think was gonna die in that scene? Because I was for sure it was Clint. It was supposed
I wanted
to be
it
Clint.
to be Clint.
Yeah.
Really wanted it to be Clint. I like Scarlet.
Yeah.
I like Scarlet.
See, that's why I said that. It's because it's Scarlett Johansson, but then there's Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's confusing.
I was upset. We're not seeing her again.
Yeah.
She's gone. But yeah, back to the shows. WandaVision's getting a show.
Mm-hmm. It's an awesome name, WandaVision.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, they get a show.
So are they just
Loki
gonna be a
gets a show.
duo now?
I guess.
And Loki, yeah. Okay, so Loki is back
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, he's. I don't
But
know where he is.
he's on one of the alternate timelines. And I think that might be a direction that they go in. Is
Yeah.
characters figuring out how to jump from one reality to another.
Yeah.
And knowing Loki, there's got to be something that he's going to figure out. And this is Loki that's figured out that his meddling's going to end terribly for him. He hasn't figured that out yet.
This is evil Loki.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that was his development in character. By the time he actually died, at the beginning of Infinity War, he'd figured out,
Yeah.
like,
He was.
yeah,
He was a hero.
yeah. This is the bad
Yeah. This
guy Loki.
Bad guy Loki. Yeah. I predicted before this that Doctor Strange faked his death, and I was wrong. I really, he's my guy. I really wanted him to be alive somewhere.
I know that he knew that he was going to, like, fade. Because he wasn't flipping out. He just let it happen.
Yeah. We're in the end game now.
Yeah, we're in the end game now. It's the only way. We finally saw Wong again after his mysterious disappearance.
Yeah, because in Infinity War, he was like, Sanctum needs guarding.
Yeah.
You'll never see me again. Yeah, we didn't see him.
And that makes me...
A long time.
In the Avengers, it always been a question in my mind. Like when I first saw they were putting Spider-Man in the MCU, is why didn't he help in New York in 2012? And I know it's because he's too young now. He probably didn't have the powers. But so, what was the Ancient One doing? She was just protecting the Sanctum. That was it. She was making sure that nothing landed on it.
Sanctum needs guarding.
Yeah. Like, you couldn't have done a little bit more? Come on, man.
What'd you think of when she knocked Manor out of his body? I liked it.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a cool...
Yeah.
And that was obviously... There was no transformation in this movie. I think that's the closest we got.
The transformation. I thought that was going to be like...
Yeah, a big moment.
I thought it was going to be like Thor landing on Wakanda in Infinity War. I thought it was going to be like that. What were some moments you got chills from?
The Mjolnir scene where he picked it up.
Cap?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Me too.
The scene, like I said, about Black Widow where she... Because she's always been scared of her own power. She's always held back to some degree, and she did not hold back when she went after Thanos. And I think that's the most that anyone's been able to affect him single-handedly.
Yeah.
She had control over him.
Or Scarlet Witch, you mean?
Yeah, what did I say? Did I say Black Widow?
Black Widow, yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm
Whatever.
a little off.
Whatever.
Scarlet Witch. But yeah. I think she...
I don't even know who you are.
Yeah. What was her response? It's like, you will.
You will, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he does.
Epic line.
He does now.
The part, like I said, where it echoed the original circle shot of the 6 Avengers.
Yeah.
Where they were coming out of the portals. It kind of just did like a pan of everyone. That was the first time in the movies where we've had every character in the same place.
Avengers Assemble.
Oh, yeah.
I got chills on that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was big time.
Avengers Assemble.
Yeah.
Because he almost said it in Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
But they had to save it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Cap, happy ending for him.
Yes. He earned it.
He deserved it.
Yes. That like I said, that had to tie up. That was his whole story, was getting back to his dance.
Yeah. He really deserved it.
I didn't cry, but I almost did right there. I was like, finally, it's happening.
Yeah.
Because you feel bad for him. It's just... And that's the thing with Captain Marvel. My problem is I was like... I just never felt... I wasn't attached to her yet. You know what I mean?
Not really.
So I was attached to... I just now I'm getting over my... It's been a week. Over my shock of Tony. It was like I lost someone personal to me. I'm like, no, this is a movie.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
you
not
figure...
real.
We've been with Tony for 11 years.
Yeah. I grew up watching those movies. He was like, you know... It's the guy.
It's like a member of your family.
Yeah.
Cap's been with us for 8 years.
Yeah.
Seems like longer. But Thor's been with us for 8 years. Thor's still around. Thor's going to be like the uncle. The fun uncle of the group.
Yeah.
This degenerate alcoholic. Good guy. I wanted to rank the MCU villains. And it was actually harder than I thought.
Yeah.
We all know who the top is.
Yep.
Why don't we start from the bottom?
All right. We'll do a
It's just
dramatic
low-key
reveal.
a lot of bad villains here.
Yeah.
Who you got at 19?
Yellow Jacket. It's not even close.
Yeah.
The coolest thing
I
about
got
him...
Yellow Jacket too.
The coolest thing about him was the things that shot the lasers.
Yeah.
His suit was kind of a mess.
What was his motive?
I have no idea what his motive was. I couldn't tell you. I liked that movie. There were some funny parts in it, but...
Yeah. Like, why did he hate Scott?
I don't know.
Why did he hate Hank?
Wasn't it something... I think it was just that he wanted power and Hank denied it to him. So he was like, oh, I have to hate you now.
All right, second to last, who you got?
Malekith. They had potential. I just don't think Yellow Jacket, they had a lot of potential. Malekith, they had potential. And again, what was his motive?
Exactly.
To bring the dark back. They just didn't write him. Was not well written at all.
We can just shut the lights off. You don't have to kill everybody.
Yeah.
17, who you got?
This is where my list is going to start to get weird. I had Caecilius, Dormammu.
Oh, yeah?
I just wasn't crazy about... Because I did not like Doctor Strange as much as everyone else seemed to.
The movie? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just never got into that movie as much.
Yeah.
There was... Again, he had a motive in this, I guess, was to gain more power. But again, as questionable motives go, I think Caecilius is kind of down there again. They explained his backstory in this, how he was kind of an apprentice.
Because he knew the Ancient One was
Yes.
trying to live forever.
Yeah, and that was why his motive was a little better than Malekith and Yellow Jacket. And there was Dormammu, obviously, but I don't know. He was just kind of there. He was the guy behind the curtain.
Because in the books,
Yeah.
I wouldn't call Dormammu the Arch. I would still call Morda the Arch.
Yeah.
Dormammu was second.
And that'll be something in the next
Morda.
phase of the MCU. He's still out there.
Yeah.
I think he's the big...
Too many sorcerers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be in the next one.
Because there were all the sorcerers that came through the portals in that. Did you see the Kree when they came through the portal? I swear I saw...
Apparently Howard the
Kree.
Duck came through.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm interested to go back and look at all the names on the memorials, because I know there's tons of Easter eggs in there.
That was a, yeah. That
What
was
about
a cool
Stan
part.
Lee's cameo? I was disappointed. I wanted something a lot bigger.
Well, I'll cut him some slack because that was probably filmed well before.
Yeah,
They didn't know he was going to die.
yeah.
But is it his last one, or is the Spider-Man his last one?
That's his last one.
It is his last one.
At least that's what they said.
I hope they. I was hoping they'd snake him in for Spider-Man. But,
Yeah.
let's see. 17.
Yep.
I got Ghost. I just, the Ant-Man movies, they're fine, but that's all they are. They're
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't really get anything out of them. Does Ant-Man really need his own movie? I don't know. Probably
Yeah.
not.
'Cause he's best. He was best in Civil War previous to Endgame, I thought, and
Yeah.
he just in Endgame there was the big, what are those called? The Chitauri, the flying things.
Yep.
Just freaking unloads on it.
I mean, you can't deny his impact in Endgame.
Oh yeah.
You can't deny.
He never got around Thanos's
Oh no, he
his
didn't.
button.
No, he didn't. The theory was proven wrong.
Yes, it was. Stupid theory. I
Uh,
felt like people were actually convinced that it was going to happen.
it's like the flat earthers.
Oh my gosh.
just can't convince
It's like,
them
I think you're
otherwise.
just saying it
Yeah.
just to be like, hey, look at me. We're going to get into a docket rant here in a minute.
Oh no, none of that.
Yeah.
Number 16. Who you got?
That's where I put Whiplash and Hammer. And if
Yeah.
it was just Whiplash by himself, I think I might have put him below Yellow Jacket.
I had the same. I mean, that movie, when you look back on it, those Phase 1 movies,
Yeah.
they're near the bottom now.
Yeah.
Which is really...
Iron Man holds up. I never was crazy about the first Thor.
Really, the ones from Phase 1 are
Yeah.
the OG Iron Man, first Captain America, and Avengers.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird. That's one of the great things about this franchise, because they get better as they go on.
Yes, it does.
And there's pretty much no other franchise that can say that.
Yeah. Even the next saga, whatever they choose to do, I am very doubtful that it could be anywhere near this in depth.
No.
Because I don't think they meant to have this happen.
Well, we'll get into this later about what storylines they could do,
Yeah.
because this was the perfect storyline.
So it was.
And
It worked so well. It's just...
Yeah, and DC has one pretty much. It's their version of this. It's called The Crisis on Infinite Earths, and they could do it.
They just got to get some things in order
Yeah,
for this.
but if DC wants to do just standalone films, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're good at that.
You know, they're better at the animated stuff, because Marvel, that's what they need to figure out.
DC dominates the
Yes.
TV.
I think Into the Spider-Verse was like the first successful Marvel animation, and it was good,
I loved it.
but
Honestly, I think that's the second best Spider-Man movie.
yeah. Which one's first?
OG Spider-Man.
Yeah, I love the theme from that movie.
Out am I?
Yeah.
I just love that movie. Holds up too, for the most part.
So 16 though, like I was saying with Whiplash, it's not a good.
He's a nobody in the books. He's a
Yeah.
nobody. Now Justin Hammer in the books, Justin Hammer is an old man. He's like a Hugh Hefner type, like that old.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
He didn't ruin the movie.
No, he did not.
Number 15.
That's where I put Ghost.
Okay. I put Abomination.
Yeah.
And the only reason he isn't lower is because that was a hell of a fight.
Yes.
at the end. It's a hell of a fight.
I put Ghost there. He said, I don't know. I felt like in that movie, it was just because they had to. You can't have a superhero movie, without a villain.
Right. Well, I didn't even list a Captain Marvel villain because I didn't know who the villain was.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was unclear.
It was just, what's his name? Jan Rog. Whatever his name was.
Jude Law.
Yeah, Jude Law's character.
Yeah.
But I put Ghost there because their mission in that movie was to get Jan Van Dyne out of the quantum realm.
And she almost messed that up.
And Ghost and... I can't even remember his name anymore.
Goliath. Yeah.
Close to messing it up. Like, I don't know. It just didn't seem that important.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Number 14, that's where I put Caecilius. And that's only because Doctor Strange is my favorite.
Yeah. That's where I put Abomination.
Okay.
Like I said, as an 8-year-old, that was awesome.
Yeah, I actually rewatched that last night.
Yeah.
It was on TV, and I was like...
It's kind of weird to see. They actually do have a couple of references. Like the opening scene where they're kind of going through. There are, like, Nick Fury's name is in there once, and there's, like, the SHIELD logo.
Yeah.
But... And you know, the super soldier serum is what they injected in Blonsky. I don't know if you remember that.
Yep.
And what I thought was cool, I don't think anybody realized, there's like this belief that Incredible Hulk movie isn't actually part of the MCU.
It is.
But it's the Ang Lee Hulk from 2003.
That's not.
That is not.
Not even close. It's from 2003.
Yes. It's way before.
Animation sucked.
I think Kevin Feige, that was like his first involved Marvel movie.
Kevin Feige was involved with the OG Spider-Mans.
Okay.
And the Hulk.
Yeah. But
he wasn't like the main producer.
But what I thought was cool with the super soldier serum is it explained why it went so wrong with Blonsky in the first Avenger. Like, what's good becomes great, but what's bad becomes worse. That was Blonsky's case.
Yeah.
And that was them, you know, calling back to a movie, and which is what that's why it was so successful. They just made everything so interconnected.
Yeah.
And the fight was pretty cool.
He low-key almost killed Hulk.
I know.
Like, he stabbed him.
Yeah.
Deep. He stabbed him deep.
He was throwing him around. Yeah. It was nothing. And that's, I think...
Hulk smash.
It was for the same reason. Hulk is just like a thrasher. He doesn't coordinate things.
Yeah.
And that's why Thanos beat the crap out of him. Because he and the Abomination are able to coordinate what they're doing. So if you can get around just the straight-up thrashing and avoid the punches...
Yeah.
Then that's where you're going to be able to beat the Hulk. And that's what I was hoping I was going to see with Professor Hulk. I'm like, Banner didn't know how to fight. But if he did, I would have liked to see him go toe-to-toe with Thanos again, because then he's coordinated.
Yeah.
But
well, you saw it in
yeah,
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
The police car boxing gloves.
Oh, yeah.
That was so badass.
Yeah.
What are we on? 13? Yeah.
Yes.
Who'd you have for 13?
I put Ronan there.
Really?
Yes. I wasn't crazy about Ronan.
That was a great movie, though.
Yes, it was. It's nothing against him. I'm starting to get into my part of the list where... Because I don't have any major gripes with any of the people from 13 on. It's just these people weren't as good as people at the top of the list.
Yeah. I had Killian.
Yeah.
That movie... That's the closest any of these movies have come to pissing me off. Because it's supposed to be the Mandarin.
Yeah.
And you had Ben Kingsley, who's like an A-list actor.
Yeah.
And you just wasted him.
Yeah.
That's my only gripe. That's really my only major gripe with the MCU. Is Iron Man 3.
And again, like I said, I never read the comics.
Yeah.
So I was completely fine with that, because Iron Man 3 is at the top of... It's not at the top of my list, but it's in the inner circle of the ones I like.
Yeah.
But
number 12, I had Obadiah.
That's where I had Killian.
Killian, okay.
Because I didn't...
Killian had a motive, too.
He had a motive.
Because he got ghosted. Plan. He got ghosted by Stark.
He basically shut down everything that Tony was doing.
Yeah.
He was able to coordinate it.
Tried to steal his girl.
He was, the good coordination. I thought the part... It got a little cheesy, I think, with him and the extremist, Killian. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Him and who?
Killian. Where he had the extremist where he was glowing. I'm like, he just doesn't...
Oh, yeah.
He just doesn't threaten me enough. He doesn't look threatening enough to...
Right. Yeah, I get that.
And you said you had Obadiah at 12.
Yeah. I mean, that was... I gotta watch that movie.
OG villain.
Yeah. Obadiah Stane.
Ironmonger.
He's probably...
I found a potential plot hole.
Ironmonger.
It's not even really a plot hole.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, so... Tony Stark, when he first sees Beer Gut Thor, Degenerate Thor, he said something along the lines of, "How's it going, Lebowski?" And I'm like, well, hold on. If you've seen The Big Lebowski and you've seen Jeff Bridges in a movie, but wait a minute, Jeff Bridges played Obadiah. What's going on? And that's my problem with Peter Parker is he's a big Star Wars fan, and who played Mace Windu and who shows up at his house?
It's a good point.
It's not really a plot hole. It's just kind of, that always bothers me. I'm like, how would that work?
Good points.
And do they have DC comics within the MCU? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there are superhero comics, so do the DC comics exist in the MCU?
That's a good point. I never even thought of that.
These are the things I think about when I'm trying to go to sleep. It's why my dreams are weird as hell.
I never even thought of that Lebowski thing.
Yeah, that's immediately.
Insane. Yeah.
I was like...
That's crazy.
Yeah.
11, that's where I had Ronan.
That's where I had Obadiah.
Obadiah.
I thought he was...
Obadiah.
Because he wasn't as fleshed out. He was kind of like Killian.
And he had a decent motive.
Yes. Because it seems like Iron Man's villains, more than anything, are manipulative. Loki is the prime example of that. Obadiah manipulated him a little bit. He set up the strike against Tony. He was dealing under the table. He built a suit behind his back.
Yeah, he did. Almost killed Pepper.
I thought the suit was pretty cool. Like the actual Ironmonger suit.
Yeah, it was. Almost killed Pepper.
Yeah. I mean, Tony, throughout the MCU, they teased Tony dying so many times. There was the original Iron Man, he almost died.
Yeah.
He was trying to fight off death in Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3.
Damn it, I'm going to watch that movie tonight.
Yeah, his house got attacked. The Avengers, he comes out of the portal.
You've convinced me.
He's supposed to be dead on the ground, and Hulk roars, and, that's please tell me nobody kissed me.
Hey.
He almost died at the beginning of Endgame. I thought he did, and then Captain Marvel shows up.
Yeah, he was going to die. He was going to.
Yes. I thought he was.
Your Lebowski thing made me think of something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know when Hulk snaps, brings everybody back?
Yeah.
Hawkeye's phone rings, it's his wife.
Yeah.
Her phone would be dead. It has been 5 years.
Yeah.
Her phone would be dead. She's not making a call.
Yeah.
She'd have to plug it in. It's dead. She's not making a call.
Oh, yeah.
Her phone's been dead for 5 years.
I was wondering, too, so the people, would they reappear?
I wonder if they reappeared on Wakanda.
Yeah, like, would Peter...
On Titan?
Well, yeah. Because they all conveniently came out of the portal at the same time.
Well...
And what was how many days were there between Hulk's snap? There was no time at all, because he snapped and then Thanos blew their facility up.
It was a few minutes.
Yeah.
Because Falcon was like on your left.
Yeah, that was a cool line.
It was, yeah. I love that they do that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have to pay attention to everything.
Yes, you do.
I
appreciate the hell out of it too, because no other movie does that.
No.
The first movie to have an expanded universe like this was Star Wars.
Yeah.
And that was solely because there was a trilogy, and then there was Harry Potter, but that was so confined to just one setting. It wasn't multi-world.
The first on a big scale.
Yes.
Shared universe.
Oh yeah. I don't know if it's going to happen again either.
I don't know. DC's not going to do it. I know that much.
They just got to get a lot in order for DC. I'd be happy if it did, because that'd be another thing to watch.
Yeah.
But
they don't have a Kevin Feige. That's the problem.
I don't think, too, if you notice, they started small in the MCU. The DCU just jumped in. There was like Justice League was like the third movie in it.
Yeah, you can't.
You have to build, but DC's problem is they can't come up, they have not figured out how to do a good origin story yet. Because Iron Man was a good origin story.
I thought Man of Steel was fine.
Yeah.
And I thought Wonder Woman was fine. But like Suicide Squad sucked.
Yeah.
Batman Superman sucked. And I like that they didn't do an origin for Batman because everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Just like the MCU didn't do one for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows.
Where are we at? Are we at 10 now?
Yeah, 10. I had Pierce.
I had Ego there. I had Ego a lot lower than I think you did.
Ego.
Yeah.
you gotta have Pierce in the top 10 because he took down Shield.
Yes, he did.
I mean, that's pretty. That's honestly.
I might combine, if I may.
Yeah.
I might throw Zola in there with Pierce.
That's fair.
Because he was kind of the virus, if you will, that led to Pierce being able to.
That's fair, yeah. I didn't want to throw Bucky in there.
You could put Hydra in there too with Pierce. There was just a.
Yeah.
He was just the head.
Crossbones.
Oh yeah.
You could have put him in there.
There's a lot of minor ones that are not on this list. This is more major villains, minus Yon-Rogg or whoever that was from Jude Law with Captain Marvel.
Crossbones is just like a nod to the fans.
Yeah.
Like, you wanted him, here he is. He's not the main guy, but here he is. Number 9, that's where I had Ego.
Yeah. I had Ego at 10.
Ego the Living Planet.
Just, I don't know. There was no good about him at all.
Not really.
Because...
And I'm sorry, I had to put that tumor in your mother.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to die.
Yeah. I thought that was actually pretty cool. Because my sister, I remember... Because we typically go see these movies together. She's like, well, how's he going to get out of it? And I'm like, I have a pretty good idea of how it's going to happen. And then it happened. I was like, yeah.
I liked in Guardians 2 when that Fleetwood Mac song starts playing.
Yeah.
And Star-Lord just goes ape.
It's like, I'm going to build some weird shit, turns into Pac-Man. That's awesome. I love Kurt Russell. That was cool seeing him.
I love that guy.
Oh, yeah. Putting him in the MCU.
Yeah. Stallone was in there for like 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
He's just getting the check.
He broke the Ravager code. I'm sorry about my bad impression.
8, I had Vulture.
Oh, I have it set my 9. That's where I put Pierce at 9.
Oh, 9, yeah. Okay. 8, I had Vulture.
That's where I put Red Skull.
Really?
Yeah, that was the one. I'm like, I don't know. But when I was ranking this, I didn't think of the fact that, he's still there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's really a villain anymore for me. He's just a guardian now.
So when you rank him at 8, is that just based off his Captain America movie?
Pretty much. A lot of it though is like all the people above him, I just liked more. Like
Yeah.
Especially the top 6. Like, there's nothing I don't like about those top 6. It's just I like one more than the other. With Red Skull,
I loved him. I had him high. I'll just say that.
yes.
I had him high. With Vulture, I wanted to put him higher just because he was like a dirtbag of a guy.
Yeah.
But he also didn't sell out.
Yeah.
Spider-Man didn't sell him out. And he was the girlfriend's dad.
I thought he kind of had a bit of a motive too. He was trying to provide for his family.
Yeah, he had a motive.
And that was more of the whole thing. That was another result of the superhero aftermath.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool how they did that in Spider-Man. They showed, what would go into cleaning that up, what would be the aftermath of it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of Peter Parker's whole thing. Because, as an audience, we grew up watching the Avengers. In the MCU, Peter Parker was the kid that grew up, idolizing the Avengers and his world.
It's just classic.
Yeah.
Like, with Vulture, they're cleaning up, making some money.
God, that was an awesome scene in the car.
Yeah.
Like
that was intense.
They had the light change to green. Like, the moment that he figured out, it
Yeah.
was like, okay.
That is Michael Keaton.
Yeah. It echoed
Unchained.
the Norman Osborn scene at the dinner table. It's like so intense. It's just like, oh,
What
God.
did he say to him?
Which one?
What did
Vulture?
Yeah, what did he say to him?
I don't know. It was something like if you interfere again. It's what I say to wasps when they like to buzz around my head. I'm like, oh my God, if you don't get away from me, I will kill you and everyone that you love.
Wasn't he like, if it wasn't for my daughter, you'd be dead already?
Yeah. But he's like, if you interfere in my business again, I'll kill you.
And yes,
Yeah.
he said, I'll kill you and everyone you love.
Yeah.
That's what he
Which
said.
includes his own daughter, so.
Yeah.
Put yourself in a situation there, bud. But yeah, we kind of jumped ahead a little bit there because I have Vulture a little bit ahead.
Hey, Toombs.
Yeah.
Heard you know who Spider-Man is.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. He redeemed himself. If I did, he'd already be dead. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
And you'll notice, too, all the villains from here on out were played by A-list actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go. I mean, Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, there was Jeff Bridges. There was Kurt Russell. Hugo Weaving was Red Skull. James Spader was Ultron.
Sam Rockwell.
Oh, yeah. Michael B.
Pearce.
Jordan, who's
Yep.
on the rise. Kate Blanchett
Josh Brolin.
is
Kate
she's
Blanchett?
freaking huge.
Yeah.
The only one so
Kurt
far
Russell.
is the guy that played Zemo. I cannot. Daniel Bruhl is his name.
Yeah. But he's a
He's
good
more of a
actor.
drama actor. I
Right.
think.
He's a good actor, but he doesn't compare to these guys.
Yeah. So I'm at 7 now. Who was your 8? You said.
Vulture.
Okay.
7, I had Hella.
That's where I put Ultron. I just thought they could have done more with him, but that movie had so much going on. But
Tell you what, that movie did not follow the storyline at all.
yeah, I have no idea what storyline is supposed to be.
Storyline is so in the books, Hank Pym created Ultron.
Okay. Yeah, that's
And-
already.
Yeah. And I forget who they went back in time. That's the one they went back in time.
Yeah. I like the foreshadowing that Endgame completed from Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Because Tony, he came back and he was like pissed when he got back on Earth. Because he looks at Cap and I was like, he's going to have like a heart attack yelling at him.
Where were you, Cap?
Yeah.
Where the hell were you? And what happened to him? Did he just faint? Was
Yeah.
he just dehydrated or something?
Yeah, he just. I was like, he's going to die because he's going to just snap.
He's gonna blow gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, in the book, Hank Pym creates Ultron, and it takes place in a time where Ultron is just runs everything. He like runs
The Age
Earth.
of Ultron.
Yeah, it's the Age of Ultron, and they put together this team, goes back in time, and the plan was to like stop Hank Pym from creating Ultron,
Yeah.
but Wolverine was just like no, and he killed Hank Pym, just killed him,
Yeah.
and that ended up changing a lot, but it worked.
I'm trying to think. With Ultron,
Yeah.
was Ultron supposed to represent like the darkest side of Tony? Because I don't know if Tony would go so far as to wipe out half the population of Earth to protect them. Because that's another one of those flawed logics like Thanos had, where if we kill off half the people, people won't be hungry.
Well, it's
If you
like
kill off people, then they're not going to be scared anymore. That was
Right.
Ultron's logic.
yeah,
Nothing can harm them. And I don't see Tony going that far. Because I know Ultron was the product of his nightmares. and
Jarvis.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah. Vision is the best of Tony.
Yeah.
Ultron's the worst. That's why they couldn't bring back Vision
Yeah.
because he had Ultron in him, and
Yeah.
Ultron's dead. Where are we at?
6 now.
Number 6. I had Zemo.
That's
Number
where
6.
I put Vulture.
Vulture.
Yes. I just loved how.
I wanted to put him higher.
Yeah, I loved how Keaton portrayed him. And I've already kind of talked about why
I gotta watch that again.
I liked Vulture. That was a good movie. That was like a fun movie
Yeah,
too, because especially at that point it was starting to get a little darker.
we needed a Spider-Man movie.
Yes, we did.
A good one. It's been a while since we got a good one.
Did you have a 5?
Number 5. Sorry, I want to explain
Oh,
Zemo
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit. Zemo, I had him this high simply because he pitted them against each other.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Number 5, I had Killmonger.
That's right. I also had Killmonger there.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan just killed
Yeah,
it.
he did.
He just killed it.
That last scene.
He really
too.
made that movie in some ways.
Yeah. That was really good. I think of all the villains in the MCU, he had the strongest motive for what he was trying to do. And he wasn't outright evil. Really, with him, it was more of just a difference in worldview.
Yeah, I mean,
Because remember, what he wanted to do with Wakanda was just different than what T'Challa wanted to do.
in his mind, he got screwed out of the throne.
Yeah.
And he did, kind of. But
Like, Killmonger's not evil in any way. He's just,
he's trying to get what's his.
yeah.
I really wish they didn't kill him,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Michael B. Jordan probably costs a lot,
Yeah.
so, Number 4, I had Loki.
That's where I put Hela.
Hella.
That's just badass.
I mean, she
Yeah.
basically took down Asgard.
Yeah.
You gotta put her high.
Yeah.
Killed a lot of people.
Yeah, that was just a cool scene. We're talking about. I think we should talk about favorite. Did we already talk about favorite scenes in the MCU?
We did not.
Okay, because that could be another thing. But that.
Oh, you
scene,
got one right now?
Yeah, the scene with. Where she's like, "I'm the goddess of death," and she's like, "What are you?" And it goes back to Odin on Asgard. And there was the kind of the funny line about like, "Are you Thor, god of hammers?" And that was kind of Thor's evolution, where he's like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah.
And it comes back, and they had the immigrant song. by Led Zeppelin.
Yep. They should have played that when he landed on Wakanda.
Yeah, where they had him coming down on the bridge. That was just... I remember sitting there. I just got goosebumps. I was like, all right. That song just... It's like it was made for that movie.
It was made for Thor.
Yes, it was.
I had Loki there because... I mean, he's not really a villain anymore.
Yeah.
He's dead, but... He's not really a villain anymore. But he was the main villain of Thor. Main villain of Avengers. He was a bad guy.
Yes, he was. And then he was kind of a shady character the rest of the time he was there.
Yeah.
Until Endgame. Not Endgame, Infinity War.
You didn't really know what side he was on.
Yeah.
Number 3, I had Red Skull.
Number 3 is where I had Loki. It's a spot higher.
Yeah.
Talked about. That was like the first good villain in the MCU.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
And they... Because he had his motive. There's a lot of stuff. You know, and Thor, he found out, like, okay, so I was stolen from my birthright to be a king of what was the planet called?
Asgard?
No, the ice world. What was it called? I can't remember.
Jotunheim.
Jotunheim, yeah.
Yeah.
And Odin had lied to him all those years. He always had to be second fiddle to Thor. And just his general nature, the god of mischief.
Yeah. I had Red Skull because I just love that movie. And he was a bad dude. I mean, he guards the Soul Stone now.
Yeah.
Can't be a good dude and guard the Soul Stone. So.
No.
Number 2, I had Ultron.
That's where I had Zemo.
Zemo?
I loved Zemo. It was just...
I could see why. Dude was a monster.
It was just the impact that he had.
Yeah.
Like, you think about...
When he started reading the words out of the book, Bucky, it was like, oh, man.
Because, like, I don't think that Thanos, to the level that he would have been able to, and that's what Tony was saying to Cap, when they broke up, that's Zemo. They were done because of Zemo.
Yeah.
And he had a bit of a motive.
Zemo's in lockup, right? He's still alive.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Because he was going to kill himself, but
T'Challa
stopped it, yeah. But his motive was because his whole family was killed in Sokovia because a building fell.
Yeah.
He was a bit short-sighted and not seeing the benefit.
Another way of connecting.
Yeah. Thought his lines... He's the only villain, I think, in the MCU that's not really... There's no, like, strain factor there. It's all mental with him.
Yeah.
Like, everything he did was really carefully conceived.
When he put that guy upside down in the sink? Like, Jesus.
Like we were talking about, that set the tone for...
Yeah, it did.
The later parts of that movie.
It did. And number 1.
Yeah, it's uncontested.
The big man.
Yeah.
The big man himself. Really not hard.
There's so many quotable lines from him.
Yeah.
I'm inevitable.
I am inevitable.
Yeah. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. I used that a lot over the past year. To the point my roommate was about ready to smack me.
You could not live with your own failure.
Yeah. Where'd that lead you? Back to me.
He's just like... I put him second place behind Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
Second place. And I don't even know who's third, to be honest.
I don't know.
I'd have to go through. But
I just know we're talking about good motives.
What a performance.
His motive logically made sense. Purely logically. It was in no way is it humane.
And it was the only one out of all these people that could have done it.
And it doesn't, and obviously he wasn't like just purely out to cause problems. And that's the thing. The top 2 villains, because there's the Joker and Thanos, they're completely on different ends because the Joker's chaos.
Yeah.
Thanos is like complete.
He knows what he's doing.
Because
he knows what he wants.
The Joker was just never going to stop messing with things. Once Thanos snapped, he's on his farm. He didn't come to them to attack him. He was done. He was just going to sit there and farm and die.
He's chilling
within the next 2 weeks from his injuries. They went and attacked him. He didn't even fight back.
He's definitely on the 10-day DL.
Yeah.
That's what he's on. What a performance.
Yes.
By Josh Brolin. Yeah. What a performance. And that's not easy when you have all that shit on you
Yeah.
during the set, during filming. That's not easy.
I don't even know who Josh Brolin was, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, coming into this movie. Since then, I've watched Sicario, which he was in.
No Country for Old Men.
Yep, I watched that. That's like, I think that's the top 3 of my favorite movies. I watched that the first time I watched it. I watched it and I watched it again.
They killed him in that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, it was off screen in that. Spoiler for that movie too.
That's been out for 12 years.
Oh yeah.
People need to
Yeah, if
see
you haven't
that.
seen it, you need to watch it. It shows the other side of Josh Brolin.
Yeah. That won Best Picture.
Yeah, it gives you a lot to think about too. If you think about it, like why is it actually called No Country for Old Men?
It's because if you're an old man, you're dying out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a performance.
And it was in just the way that movie ended too. But that's a different movie. But yeah, he did a great job.
What'd you think about Thanos in this movie versus in Infinity War?
Infinity War was Thanos' movie.
It was.
He was a side
And
character.
it had to be.
More. He wasn't even. He was the villain in this movie. It was more them trying to fix what was broken.
It had to be his movie. Because the only times we'd ever seen him were in like 5-second snippets.
Yeah.
Other than Guardians, we saw him.
And let's remember,
10 minutes.
he's been in the MCU since 2012 with the Avengers.
Yep.
So he's always been there. He's looked different every time, but
yeah. Really nothing to say. Thanos is the best. He's the best they ever faced. Probably the best they're ever gonna face.
yeah.
Unless they bring Galactus in.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not a big space cloud this time.
Hurricane Galactus.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted that. So where do you think this is going? Where do you think the MCU's headed?
Again, I've
So
never
they're
read the
getting-
comics.
They're getting the X-Men.
Yeah.
They're getting the Fantastic Four.
So there's a storyline called The New Avengers.
Yeah.
And there was also something else. Was it called like the Secret Wars? You know what I'm talking about?
Secret Wars.
Me and my roommate says those are what he thinks are going to be the 2 most likely. And I keep referring back to my roommate. His name's Christian, purely because he's read the comics. So if I have a comic question, I go to him to ask.
I gotta meet this guy.
Yeah. We need to have him on because he'd be an interesting.
Bring him on.
Interesting talk.
Bring him on.
Yes. Well, with Far From Home, if we get there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm interested to see how Peter's going to deal with Tony's death and that, because I think that'll be kind of a part of that movie.
Yeah.
And like you said, maybe the reason he doesn't want to bring a suit to London or wherever he goes.
Turned out to be right.
Yeah.
I think Jake Gyllenhaal's gonna be so good in that.
Yeah.
Mysterio. I wanted them to have the fishbowl,
Yeah.
and they did.
They have the fishbowl.
If only for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see it. They could also do House of M. You ever heard of that one?
I have not.
Basically, it's the X-Men and Avengers. They're fighting Scarlet Witch because she has gone insane. Because she got pregnant and her kids died. Like, a miscarriage, I think it was.
I think in place of that, it would be
And
something
she just went crazy.
with lasting results of she had to kill Vision
Yeah.
just to have him be killed.
Yep. She just went crazy. That wouldn't be like this. Like a big colossal event. Like it'd just be one movie.
And I think what would happen is I think she would want to go back and meddle.
Yeah.
Try to bring Vision back, and they wouldn't let her.
Yep.
She'd go rogue. I don't know. I like her character, though. I don't know if that's how. I hope they further establish Captain Marvel.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Gotta get Doctor Doom in there. We need
Gotta-
a good Doctor Doom.
Got to get the right actor.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost.
Yep.
I thought the guy from the mid 2000s was okay.
He was. I don't even know his name.
OG Chris Evans.
OG Chris Evans. Yeah. He was a douche in that movie.
I know.
He really was. All right, let's move on to anything else you want to touch on? MCU?
What's your favorite scene from the entire MCU?
The entire MCU.
It's a big question.
Wow.
Since I just dropped that question, I'm going to give you mine. I think you probably know what it is, because it's just the one that got me into it, like I was talking about. The
Okay.
original Assemble scene in
Yeah.
New York. Every time I watch that, it's just like I know
Right.
that sounds corny, but it's like I'm 12 years old again.
Yeah.
Just because that's completely where that started for me.
Well, that's how you know a movie's good.
Yeah. I love the music for that. I'm a big fan of music. Like the Thor: The Dark World. Half the reason I'll watch that movie is because I
Yeah.
loved the composition for that. And that's why I like Iron Man 3 so much, because because Brian Tyler was the guy that composed those. I think he's awesome. That's why John Williams.
My buddy Brett, he's been on here before. Loves the scores.
Oh yeah,
loves the scores. Hans Zimmer's his guy.
That's part of what made Star Wars so iconic. So there's
really
no John
is.
Williams. There's not a Star Wars.
Yeah, but that's how you know these movies are good.
Yeah.
Like I can remember being in the theater.
Oh yeah.
Watching Iron Man.
Like I remember I was seated too. Like I was seated right next to the right aisle.
I know what I was wearing.
In Avengers. I don't remember what I was wearing.
That's kind of weird, but I knew what I was wearing. It's like that with music too. Like you hear a song and it takes you back to like
the nostalgic effect.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That is by far my favorite scene.
I would say mine is Thor landing on Wakanda.
Yeah.
Just because every time I see it, it's just like.
It was a good scene.
Yeah. Didn't end the way it should have, but.
No, it did not.
The only thing that could have made it better was Immigrant Song.
Yeah.
The only way. But I thought for sure Thor was like Banner was gonna transform into Hulk. I thought that was gonna be like Thor landing on Wakanda.
Yeah.
Just like here he comes.
I think like I was talking about, I think that scene in this movie was where they all came out of the portals.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Or Cap getting the hammer.
Yeah, that was big.
Switch to NBA now.
I think we should.
It appears that the Warriors. Oh yeah, it appears that the Warriors are going to.
It appears that they're going to be made to be in the finals. Maybe not so much that the Warriors are going to be the team to actually make their way to the finals. They'll be carried.
You saw the text I sent.
Yeah, we had a pretty. It was the quote, drunken conversation, unquote. Text.
You saw the text I sent. Yeah. Honestly, it's like I said, you could have turned those over to the police, and if it was a slow night, they would have come and picked me up.
Oh yeah.
Like it was. I was so upset. It takes a lot to piss me off. It really does. But that pissed me off. It was just so clear. The refs.
Yeah.
They directly influenced the outcome of that game.
Like you always bring up the Kings-Lakers game. There was some shades of that series in there.
Tell you what. I don't think it can get worse than that, but damn. That game one was terrible.
Definitely it sucks that it's just so driven by money. Because that's what's at the root of all of this.
Because the league knows. I'm not saying it's fixed. I'm just saying that was a terribly refed game.
Oh, it was, absolutely.
But the league knows KD's gone after this year.
Yeah.
The Warriors are a ratings machine.
Yeah.
We got to get him in there.
Milk it.
One more time.
For all it's worth.
They did it last year. Rockets should have beat them last year. Rockets are the team I'm pulling for now. It's because I like James Harden. I want to see him get a ring. I like Mike D'Antoni. But it's not going to happen. They're down 2-0 to KD and Steph.
Yeah.
And Clay. It's not happening.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks. I really hope it's the last year.
Yeah.
For the Warriors. I really do. And I think it is. If KD leaves, they'll still be contenders.
Yeah.
But
they won't be.
They'll be challenged.
Yeah. They should have already been challenged this year. I mean, look what the Clippers did to them. You're telling me the Clippers, push them to 6, and the Rockets can't seem to do anything.
It's just, I hate the knocks on James Harden.
Yeah.
I
do have to knock on him a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
I think he asks for it sometimes.
But when he said, "All I want is a fair chance."
Yeah. I thought that was really ironic.
Yeah.
But that last play, the one that people are talking about, I think it was Draymond.
Game 2 or game 1?
Game 1.
Okay.
The last shot where Harden, his legs collided with Draymond, he fell. I think he threw him.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be a foul. But the whole thing with me is they've been calling that for 2 years as a foul. And it's like, if you're going to make bad calls, you need to make it a consistent bad call.
Right.
And that's the problem. I have that with officials in the NBA and the NFL. It's like this last year in the NFL where they came up with, the let's pad the quarterback rule. And like Clay Matthews couldn't breathe on the quarterback without getting flagged. And here we come. It's Colts versus Patriots. There's two big old fat guys drive Andrew Luck's right shoulder into the ground. There's no flag. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, that's different. When you go to New England, there's different rules.
Yeah, it's just still, it's like, it makes me so mad. It's like, if you're going to make bad calls, just be consistent. What really made me mad about that game was all the stuff before.
Right.
Because if they would have been calling a fair game, the Rockets wouldn't even have needed to have been in that situation. It would have been over.
You didn't have to throw Chris Paul out at the end.
No, he did not.
What the hell is that? You don't have to throw him out.
What's even weirder is, like, historically, Game 2, what was the official's name? It's always had problems. It's like, so is he going to...
Foster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, why is he there again?
It's just like when Joey Crawford was still reffing, he would ref a lot of the Heat Pacers games, and you knew the Pacers were going to lose that game.
Yeah.
Just knew it. You knew it as soon as the refs were announced. You're like, nope, that's an L. That's an L. But let me tell you, I don't hate a lot of players. Like, the last player I really hated.
Yeah, Draymond's...
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not fond of Draymond.
I hate him. I hate him. I'll say it. I hate the man. If he walked in here right now...
You'd look at him and change your mind.
I'd be like, get out of my house.
Get out of my house. I can't force you to, but get out of my house.
I hate the guy. I hated LeBron when he was in Miami. Hated him.
Yeah.
With Draymond, it's just like, you're just along for the ride, dude.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. You completely... And I'll tell you another thing. It amazes me how fast people have forgiven Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
For what he did. I'm never going to forgive him. I'm not even a Thunder fan. I'm never going to forgive him.
He just has that fan base.
Yeah. Well, that's what the NBA is now. And it's sad because...
Select player.
You just pick a player.
Yeah.
You don't pick a team. Like, I'm never going to sway from the Pacers.
Yeah.
And you won't.
Yeah, no.
A lot of people won't. But it's just like... How many times do you go to a Pacers game...
Like, it's going to be really annoying next year if KD, I'm pretty sure it's when he goes to the Knicks.
Yeah.
All of those KD fans are going to be talking smack for the Knicks. I'm like, this has been the trash franchise of American sports. And Zach's even more extreme about this than I am. There's some classic Zach rants.
Look, I will admit he's probably going to go to the Knicks. I just think it's dumb as hell.
It is.
This is a franchise. It's completely banking on getting the number one pick.
Yeah.
And
like they do every year.
This is a bad year to do that because they changed the lottery rules.
Yeah.
The top 3 teams in the lottery get the same odds. They all have 14% chance of getting Zion.
And right now that's the Knicks, the Cavs,
the Knicks, the Suns, and the Cavs. Yep. God, I hope Zion doesn't go to the Cavs.
I wouldn't be shocked. I've brought this up probably before, at least twice on the podcast, but always the best player in the league always ends up in the Pacers division because it's Jordan and then LeBron.
Central Division.
Right now it's kind of Giannis. He dominates us just because anyone that, I don't know, just happens.
Here's a question for you. Is LeBron still the best player in the league? I think it's Durant.
Yeah,
as much as I hate what Durant did,
it's not LeBron anymore.
It's Durant.
And part of it's because LeBron was screwing around half of last year.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and I'm just like, come on, dude.
Yeah. Who do you think it is then?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I have a couple people. Because I have Harden up there. I like Giannis because I don't hold anything against him, even though he's in our division. Like, I should hate him.
He's just...
But he's not out. He doesn't, like, act a fool.
I compare him to KD in OKC.
Yeah.
Everybody loved him. He was like, this is the guy.
Before Snake, KD.
Yeah. This is the guy who can beat LeBron. I like Giannis. And I don't think he'll leave the Bucks.
Yeah.
If they do right by him, I don't think he'll leave.
I like Kawhi.
Yeah.
It's between those three.
I think everybody likes Kawhi except Spurs fans.
Yeah.
Durant, yeah.
So it's between those 4. I just don't know.
What about Curry?
I don't know.
That's another thing about Durant going to Golden State.
He stole a lot of the Steph thunder.
Yeah.
Steph deserves
the best
it.
of Steph.
Steph deserves it for what the Warriors have gotten.
And I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast, and he brought this up. Is Steph going to be the last guy to play his whole career with one team? Or I think Giannis will play his whole career with the Bucks.
We'll see.
Because these guys bounce around all the time.
I wouldn't be sad if he...
Russ on the Thunder.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see Russ leaving.
No. Not when they're paying him $200 million.
No.
But like Kawhi...
He's
probably going to be on his third team.
I think the Raptors
years.
could win the title and Kawhi would still leave.
I just think that's crazy. If they get to the finals, which is that's a real possibility.
Yeah.
He's going to leave?
I'm pretty sure.
Like, what if they get 2 games from...
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I think they could win and he'd leave.
Oh, I think he's going to leave anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, if they get to the finals, get a couple games from the Warriors, like, you're going to leave?
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
You're going to go to the Clippers?
Yeah. If you want to win a finals, why not stay on the team that's already there?
Yeah. Plus, Siakam's coming.
Yeah.
Siakam's better than anybody on the Clippers. Like, I don't know. Celtics Bucks. Kind of back and forth.
That game 1, I was thinking, well, we don't look as bad now.
Yeah.
But
Celtics were 5-0 to start the playoffs.
oh yeah.
And game 2 was close until the third quarter. Bucks just blew it open. But I was kind of taking a dump on Pat Connaughton, and he just woke up. But I don't know. I don't know about the Bucks relying on Eric Bledsoe. It's just
I just don't know if they're ready. I'm pretty sure it's the Raptors in the East for me.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's not the Sixers.
The Sixers are up right now as we're talking.
Yeah. Okay.
Third quarter.
Okay.
They're up by 13.
It's in Philly, right?
Yeah. And they smacked the Raptors last game for most of the game.
A little comeback at the end. But...
Yeah. It kind of fizzled out, but...
So what do you think the finals is going to be? Warriors, Raptors?
I'm pretty sure.
Because who do you have in your predictions before the playoffs?
Thunder. So
oh yeah,
my entire West is blown up. I had the Warriors though in the finals, but I had the Thunder being the team to challenge.
Oh, Noah.
I know.
Oh no. I had the Thunder winning that series.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to take Portland seriously, and it's hard for me to take Denver seriously. Whoever comes out of that's gonna get freaking
rocked.
They're getting skinned.
I think the Nuggets might get swept, and that sounds weird because
I think
they're pretty good.
Either of those teams might get swept.
Yeah,
but I don't know because Dame.
There's still a chance the Rockets make it a series.
Yeah,
they would have to win these next 2. They would just have to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hard enough to beat the Warriors as it is, but when the refs are against you, it's impossible.
That's how it used to feel against the Patriots. It's like, okay.
Yeah. It's impossible.
It's just, what am I supposed to do?
You already have to play a perfect game to beat them.
Yeah.
The least you can do is give me some calls. Or, make it fair. I think it's going to be... I still think Bucks, honestly. Bucks Warriors.
Just scared me that game 1. I was just,
yeah.
Just don't know.
Ryan said Bucks in 5. I don't know about that.
But then again, right now, Ryan's
a Bucks fan.
He gets passionate about his teams.
Yeah.
You could have asked him about the Bears and before the playoffs started, he would have had them blowing everyone out like the '85 Bears. And
hey, we'll give him a break on the Bears.
I don't know.
We'll give him a break. That was a rough end of the season.
I have to do one last double doink.
Anything else you wanted to add for NBA?
With the Pacers, next year are Miles and Sabonis both gonna be here still? Because I sure hope that's the case.
Well, they re-signed Turner. So you think they might trade Turner?
I don't know. That's just the question. People are bringing that question up, and I'm like, I think we should just keep both of them.
It just pissed me off that they paid Miles before the season.
Yeah.
Because I would have waited to see what's he going to do in the playoffs. And what did he do in the playoffs?
He didn't do anything.
Yeah. That's how I want to pay a guy.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for me when it counts? And he didn't do anything. Just like last year.
Yeah.
He and Kevin Love totally canceled each other out last year. Kevin Love had no bearing on the outcome. Miles Turner had no bearing on the outcome. if Miles Turner averages like 15 points last year, we win.
Yeah.
Probably win in 6. There hasn't been a lot. He's
I
been
like
one
his
of the
defense.
more. Yeah, I love his defense.
But that's what I'm saying with Miles. I'm like, if Sabonis leaves, then we don't have that offensive boost off the bench anymore.
He's probably the most frustrating guy that I've had to root for.
Yeah.
Just because I never.
Tyreek was just straight up disappointing.
Yeah, I just never know what I'm gonna get with Miles.
Yeah.
And just give me something consistent. I don't care
Yeah.
what it is. That's the great thing about Thad.
Yeah.
You know what he's gonna give you every night.
Yeah.
No question about it. Same thing with Domas.
Do you think it's a possibility that we can draw Kemba here at all?
I think so.
I think I'd start crying if that happened.
'Cause I saw something.
It'd be awesome because he talks about he wants to go to a winning team.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, man, we're on the rise. We just need a second player.
That's why I always say
Him and Vic in the backcourt.
I've been saying Kevin Durant would be a perfect fit here.
I guess. I don't know. I don't
He would
think
never.
Pritchard.
He would never come here.
It's not the culture.
He would never come here.
Yeah.
I think Kemba would come. I'd love to have him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like a 4-year deal.
Yeah. 'Cause that's what I think. That's what we were missing last season was just a second scorer.
And he's not one of those like.
He doesn't seem like he's a selfish player.
No.
Even on the team as bad as the Hornets were, he wasn't a selfish player when really he probably should have been.
Yeah. It's weird because I think the only thing keeping him there is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And he's not a good owner.
No, he's not.
He's the GOAT, but he's not a good owner.
He's not even in upper echelon. No, it's just no work.
I mean,
It's terrible.
James Dolan's the worst, but
Yeah.
damn, MJ. But I guess there's just something about playing for him.
Yeah.
Like Kemba gets to say, I play for Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
There's something cool about that. But the team sucks. They haven't made the playoffs in 3 years.
No.
They suck. I think he would come. Because I think we would still be playing right now if Victor was healthy.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe we'd have lost to the Celtics in 7, but...
It wouldn't have been a sweep.
No. Anything else you want to add? NBA?
No, I do not. I don't have anything else.
NFL draft was last week. Yeah.
Yes, the NFL draft. I don't want to go that much into depth in this because I'm kind of wore out just from the draft.
I didn't even watch it.
I watched a little bit of it.
You know what I was doing Thursday night
I was working,
when it came on?
sleeping,
Endgame.
Endgame. Okay. Yeah.
Was preoccupied.
I forgot that it was on, and I was like, oh crap,
Yeah.
draft's on. I need to like get going. But
What is with the Cardinals taking up the entire 10 minutes?
I don't know. I hate when teams do. This is like the thing. With
You
the
have
first
had
pick.
months to figure this
Yeah.
out.
How long did it take the Colts to pick Luck?
Like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like with the NBA draft this year.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the first pick, if it takes you less than 5
Okay.
seconds,
Wouldn't it be hilarious if the Knicks come out and then don't take Zion?
take John Morant.
Yeah.
Cam Reddish. One more thing about the NBA.
Anthony Bennett.
That one didn't make sense at the time. It's like, what? Who's this?
And there was Vic taking it too.
It's funny how that works. Because if the Cavs take Vic, Vic's not here right now.
Yeah.
So thank
So
God.
it's a good thing.
Thank God they took Anthony Bennett.
Yes.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. The Suns.
Yeah.
There's like reports that the Suns might take Ja over Zion. No.
Just you take Zion.
You can live another year without a point guard.
You take Zion because if you're wrong about Zion, then everyone else is wrong with you.
You take Zion, you live with it.
Yes.
There'll be another point guard. I don't care how good John Morant is.
Yeah.
Zion, you take it.
You know, I'd freaking love it for the Pacers to get Carson Edwards. I just don't know. It's there's no way.
That dude's a first round pick now.
I know.
And it's all because of the tournament. There's always one player every tournament makes himself a first round pick.
Do you think there's
And it
any
was him.
chance?
Well, where are we going to be picking? Let me look.
We're
We're in the 20s, right?
Yeah. So we're back there.
As usual. We're never bad enough to get a lottery pick. We're never good enough to pick near the end. We're always in the middle. Let's see. The lottery's coming up. We'll see if the Knicks get it.
When is it?
May something. It's coming. A couple weeks, I think. Maybe a week.
Yeah.
Give me the date. Where is it?
But what were you looking for?
Oh, the order for the draft this year.
Okay.
Pacers have got to be. Might not have it yet.
Who do the Pacers take right now? Like who?
Well, what do they need?
Like we said, they need another.
What do you think they
scorer.
need?
They need. Because the problem with Bojan is he's good, or he's bad, and you
Right.
can't tell. It's another coin flip, and that's the problem. We have too many players like that.
We picked 18th.
Okay. I don't know.
And this, from everything I've read, this isn't a particularly deep draft.
No, I saw that Pritchard might be talking about going up or down.
Trading?
Yeah.
That's
And
a first.
in spirit of Ballard. I think Ballard's inspired him.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Worked out for Ballard.
It's worked out for him twice.
Yeah.
Well, once for sure. I'm assuming again.
I just don't get this lottery system.
I don't know.
The 3 worst teams each have the same chance. Well, I mean, what's the point? I know it's to take away tanking.
Yeah, but obviously that didn't have much of an effect.
Yeah, it didn't work. Maybe the Knicks would have been that bad anyway, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
Stupid Knicks.
The Suns don't make any sense because they have talent.
Yeah, there's no semblance of a defense on that team.
No semblance of a coach either.
Yeah.
And the Cavs don't have any talent. They have Kevin Love, but he's injured all the time.
Yeah. But back to the
draft.
Yeah.
So,
Kyler, number 1.
Right.
And then Rosen gets traded to the Dolphins.
Yeah. I was worried Rosen was going to get traded to the Pats.
Yeah.
That was just in the background mind.
Yeah.
But
Still might.
must not have been good enough for Bill. They did draft a quarterback, though, right?
I think so.
Patriots.
I'm surprised they didn't draft a tight end. This is the
Right.
first time the Patriots aren't going to have like a superstar tight end since, 2009? When did Hernandez first come into the league?
2010, I think.
Because that was the last... So 2009 was the last time... I don't know who the tight end before that was. Right
was
now I
Ben
think it's
Watson.
Dwayne Allen.
It was Ben Watson.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was decent.
He was pretty good. I mean, he wasn't a Pro Bowler, but he fit their offense.
And that's exactly what Belichick will do.
Yeah.
He'll just find exactly what he needs. He won't overpay for somebody.
But back to the Kyler thing.
Yeah.
Why did it take? I
don't
mean,
know.
it's
Why
not.
did
It's not a big thing.
I don't know.
It's not a big thing, like in the grand scheme of things. It's not a big thing, but it just pissed me off.
Do you think the NFL tells them, hey, to build up anticipation
Yeah.
so we can fit more commercials in while we're waiting?
I mean, I've lost a lot of interest in the NFL. I pretty
Yeah.
much just watch the Colts now,
Yeah.
and it's things like this that get me. It's like, why do you drag this on?
Yeah. The draft, it seems a little overbearing.
And 10 minutes is too long. You've had months to plan this. You should know you're picking. You don't need
Yeah.
10 minutes. Make it 5. Like an NBA draft, they fly by. I'm pretty sure they do it all in one night.
Yeah.
They do, I think. I don't know.
I get that 7 rounds would be hard to do in one day, but they drag it. Is it 3 that they do?
Well, it's just the first round.
Yeah.
They drag it
first
out.
day.
Yeah. They do 7 rounds.
Yeah.
Over
Yeah.
3 days, I think. But they picked Kyler.
Mm-hmm.
This was actually an extra credit question on one of our tests, Pam's class.
Was it?
Yeah. Are you going to have Pam?
Yeah, I will. Not next semester.
Okay, I got her
in
again.
spring.
She's cool. Extra credit question was, who are the top 2 picks going to be tonight? Because it was the day of the draft. To me, it was the day of Endgame, but it was also the day of the draft. I said Kyler and Nick Bosa. Got it right.
Nice.
Extra credit. Let's go through the Colts pick. You want to go through the Colts pick?
We can.
So they traded down again.
Yes. I'd like to say that the analyst said that we won it.
They definitely got the guy with the best name in the draft.
Oh, they had tons of names. There's a Marvell there.
Rakia Sin.
Yeah.
Rakia Sin. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it, folks. So Rakia Sin's good.
Yeah. So hopefully he'll pan out. That'll give us some semblance of a backfield. I like the guys we have. It's just there's no superstar.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm never gonna get over that name. The Rock Ya-sin.
Rock Ya-sin.
Rock Ya-sin. Rock Ya-sin, man.
From Temple.
Yeah, from Temple.
And Paris Campbell. That's kind of cool for you.
Yeah.
We'll get into that next time.
Yes, we will.
You interviewed him.
Yes, I did.
It's pretty cool. What are the odds?
I only asked him one question, and
cool guy.
He seemed pretty cool. I don't know. I also talked to Haskins.
Would he be a good hang? Paris Campbell.
Maybe, I don't know.
Haskins, yeah.
I think an interesting hangout would be. I think Pat McAfee would be fun to have a conversation with. I think the interesting one though is to go have lunch with Andrew Luck. That's what they do.
Well, yeah, that's funny. Funny you should mention that.
Yeah. I told you the story where my cousin like swears on his life because they used to. I'm from Anderson, Indiana, which is where they used to do the training camps.
You told me this, yeah.
At Anderson University. So my cousin swears like up and down that he saw Andrew Luck come out of the bathroom in this Mexican restaurant called the Riviera Maya in Anderson, and they had a picture of Andrew Luck in there on the shelf, and they used to have one of Ryan Grigson, and they took that down about 2 years before Ryan Grigson got fired because even they realized he's garbage. Picture of Andrew Luck is still up. But yeah. Like, do you remember when Reggie drove the Indy car?
Yeah.
And because he drove basically past my dad's house. I don't think my dad was there, but if he would have been, it would have been past.
Yeah, that was a savage move.
Yes, it was.
Pat and Reggie.
Oh yeah.
Hey, did you see Dwight's getting in the Ring of Fame?
Yes, I did.
Great to see.
I figured, and Mathis will.
Yeah.
Real soon.
You'll love to see it.
Vinatieri. Has Vinatieri been? No. They have to be retired.
He'll get in.
Yeah, he'll get in.
Might as well put him in.
Is he going to retire as a Colt or Patriot? Because he won the Super Bowls
Colts.
with the Patriots, but he's been a Colt for so long.
It's Colts.
I don't even think they want him anymore.
Plus, Gostkowski took his place.
Yeah.
And Gostkowski's won as many rings as Vinatieri has.
Yeah.
Or, no. With the Patriots, he has.
What about the linebacker, second pick? Ben Benogu, is that how you say his name?
From some red school, right? Red-colored school.
TCU.
Stanford, TCU. For some reason, I thought they were red. Yeah, I like it. Honestly, I like all these picks. I mean, we're probably not going to see some of them ever. But
it's kind of like last year. Like, there weren't a lot of big names except for Nelson. That was the obvious one. Yeah. But it panned out.
Darius Leonard?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I hope Quincy Wilson pans out, but with them picking Rock Ya-sin, basically tells me it's this year.
Yeah.
And it's Kenny Moore. And it's Rock Ya-sin.
Which I'm fine with. I think that's a fine.
I liked Quincy Wilson when they drafted him.
Yeah. Just never panned out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, here's the guy. Okereke. The linebacker. He's from Stanford. That's the guy I was thinking about. He's going to be good. He is going to be good. Who do you think the steal was?
Of the draft. I brought up Greedy Williams.
I think it was Haskins.
I'm surprised. I don't know what the Giants were doing.
Nobody knows.
I don't know what the Giants are doing, actually.
Nobody knows what they were doing.
Because they put all their faith in Eli Manning.
The Giants don't know what they're doing.
I don't know.
Daniel Jones. They jokingly said... I was watching something, or listening to something. They jokingly said the Giants were going to take Daniel Jones. And they did.
That guy was probably like, oh, I was being serious when I said that.
Like, I get the knock on Haskins. He can't run. But it's like, I don't care.
And that might just be an indication of the evolution that the NFL is taking.
He's better.
If you can't run anymore. If you can't run, then it's... Because all the quarterbacks now are mobile, except for Brady. But there's obvious reasons why he's still there.
But Haskins is better than Daniel Jones.
That's why people are flipping out about Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. I'll say what. We can do an NFL pod sometime, but that dude's going to get beat to hell. Yeah. And I like him.
RG3.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't have anything against RG3 either.
He's the backup.
It's just like, oh, God.
He's the backup.
That's just a disaster waiting to happen.
RG3 should be warning him.
Yeah.
Like, hey, don't do what
I
I
do. How do you think Flacco feels? Broncos.
Oh man, is he their starter?
He was. So they drafted. Who was that they drafted?
They drafted a quarterback.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't watch 10 minutes of the draft. I'm very unqualified to speak on this.
Yeah, they were the one that got Drew Lock.
Where's he from?
He was from. He's from Missouri. There we go.
Missouri. Okay.
Yeah. But people were saying that he's like the most complete. That's what I was seeing a couple times. People thought the Patriots were going to take him. Because he just seems like that type of player.
And who did the Patriots take?
I don't know.
Dirty Bill. Who did he take? It's probably going to work out.
It will. It usually does. How many times can you think of where stuff didn't work out? There's been a couple small cases, but
That's
nothing.
the amazing thing about them is
They just keep rolling.
they're drafting at the bottom every year,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter.
I
They can draft anybody.
I think he has. I think he's a Sith Lord.
Yeah, he
But
probably
just
is.
look at him with his hood up.
He probably is.
Sits there and do it.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis? We could sit here and do Palpatine quotes all day.
Yeah.
But
I am the same.
I am the League.
I am the league.
What was it? Did you find his name?
No, I did not.
I'll see if I can find it.
I had to start looking at the Patriots logo and boo,
Just throw up.
throw up violently.
It's funny.
You know what's sad is I think I know more Patriots fans than I do Colts fans.
That
in
is sad.
Indianapolis. It just makes no sense. It's like the fact that like 2 years ago, Tom Brady's jersey was like the top selling jersey in any sport in Indiana. I'm like, how did this happen? Freaking bandwagoners, man.
It's not right.
It's not right at all. Because that includes like any sport, so that includes any of the Pacers players.
Where are you, Patriots?
Ah.
I'm just scrolling through here. Drafted a running back.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the guy's name was. How long do you think Brady has left?
I remember I'd heard his name before. How long do I think Brady has left?
How many more years?
Jarrett Stidham. That's who. From
Okay.
Auburn. 4th round.
How long do you think it's until it's over?
20 years.
20 years. It'll feel like it.
20
I
years.
honestly wouldn't be surprised to see him play another 4. I feel like that sounds crazy.
Keep saying he wants to play till he's 45.
Yeah.
So that'd be 3 more years.
I mean, it looked like there was a little bit of a regression last year, but then he led them to another Super Bowl.
He didn't have a deep ball,
Yeah.
but it didn't matter.
But it works with the Patriots system.
Yeah.
That's the thing that, like, as much as you dislike Bill Belichick, I get angry with coaches all the time. I'm like, just do the obvious thing that everyone knows is going to work. Bill Belichick does that. It's just like, it's easy, guys.
The only time Brady's needed a deep ball is when he had Randy Moss.
And it worked.
And it worked to perfection. Literally perfection. Almost.
Almost. Thank God for the Giants.
Thank God. But honestly, probably like 3 more. Super Bowl caliber.
Yeah. And then, I don't think it's going to end completely until Belichick and Brady are gone. 'Cause as long as Belichick's there, he's going to find good players to fit his system. And that's the thing, like, I don't like the Patriots, but I have, like, a certain type of respect for them.
Them and the Spurs.
It's just
have
like,
to respect. But nobody hates the Spurs.
nobody hates the Spurs.
That's the thing. Kawhi hates the Spurs. For some reason. But you get that team in every sport.
Because they don't have all these cheating scandals. I think that's part of the difference. And their fans, you don't hear about the Spurs fans being a bunch of assholes.
And their owners are in it.
Yeah.
Prostitution rings.
Yeah, he got completely away with that.
He did.
They, like, dropped the case, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's how it ended up with most owners in the NFL, though.
Dude, when they, when TMZ released that video, I was like, don't watch it. Don't watch it. I didn't watch it.
Did you see that Irsay spent like $4 million on a bunch of Beatles memorabilia? Like the Sgt. Pepper's piano.
Well, he's got that huge guitar collection.
He has a bunch of guitars.
Yeah.
But then again, he donates a lot of money.
Guaranteed a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
He did that a couple years ago. I don't know if I want to.
Well, Ryan Grigson was the GM then.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
Oh, boy.
But you get those teams.
Before the dark times.
Yeah. I haven't heard that name since, well, before you were born.
Yeah. Liar.
But you get these teams in every sport just universally hated. Like, it's the Pats.
You have the Yankees.
It's the Yankees.
A lot of people, yeah. You know, what's funny is my roommate is a Yankees and Pats fan. I don't know how I stand him, but I do. He doesn't watch basketball.
He doesn't.
But I'm sure that he probably likes the Lakers, which to me is...
Bastard.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, if the Warriors come to town, half of the field house is Warriors fans.
Yeah.
It's like, who let you in?
I don't know.
How do you get in here?
How much of that's going to leave with KD? Because the Warriors are the one team that still has like the following.
Well,
and we know
it was
when
the Heat before them.
Because every team eventually is going to suck, unless the Patriots just, until Thanos actually snaps. If they're good when it happens, then the first team to outright.
Tom Brady is Thanos.
He's
the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, he's all the.
Yeah. He does. He has 6 of them.
That's stupid. Maybe we'll stop there. God.
But baseball's different because we don't have a team here. If we had a team here, I would put the Cubs in the back seat so fast. I would just quit rooting for the Cubs, probably. For our team.
Like I said, I'm a Reds fan, so it's been rough my entire life. There was like a 2-year span where they looked good, and then the Giants happened.
Yeah.
But like I've told Zach, everyone else in my household is a Cubs fan. So those years, that 62 win season?
Yeah,
it was Darwin Barney days.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Alfonso Soriano was like the savior that one year.
Won the division 07-08.
Oh yeah.
I think we made the playoffs in 09, but
remember that pitcher? What was his name? The one that went berserk and like destroyed the game.
Carlos Zambrano.
Oh my God! I remember watching that game
dude
live.
was good.
Yeah, he was good, insane. And then he lost his freaking mind. Ron Artest.
He just belonged in a hospital.
Yeah.
But in Indiana, it's kind of like you got your Reds, you got your White Sox, you got your Cubs.
A lot of people like the Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
You got a couple Pirates fans, and I understand that because of the Indians.
Tigers a little bit.
I don't know if there's any Brewers fans here.
No.
I like Yelich.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a player.
But for the most part, it's White Sox, Cubs, Reds. Mostly Reds, I'd say. Not a lot of Cleveland Indians.
No.
But
sadly, I don't know. The Cubs are the best of those teams, but we've talked about. I think their window is about closed.
Oh, it is. I'm telling you, it is.
Then there's the Reds and the White Sox, and they're like, window? What window?
I'm telling you, it is. It's been almost 3 years since we won the title, and the only thing good about the window closing is the bandwagons.
Yeah.
Going back under their rocks.
That even made me mad with the Cubs, because like I said, I'm not a Cubs fan. I don't know.
These people saying, "Oh, we've been here the whole time."
Yeah.
No, you haven't. No. You remember Matt Garza was our ace?
I remember Jeff Samardzija?
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
I remember Matt Garza. I remember Ryan Dempster. Do you? Do you remember that?
Dempster was pretty good.
Dempster was good. You want to finish up with SpongeBob?
Yes, we will. We'll finish up a little bit of SpongeBob. All right, so I'm the child in this group. I'm 19.
Yes.
SpongeBob just turned 20 May 1st, which was yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Grew up with that show. Like I was saying to Zach, all of my pop culture references are either based in SpongeBob or Family Guy. So,
hey, Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Holy Grail of stuff. Favorite character? Who's your favorite character?
It's changed. People say as you grow up, Squidward becomes your favorite character, and there are moments where I feel like that's. I'm gonna pull up a lot of memes here. I described him. That one where his hat's sideways on his head, and he's like, "I knew I shouldn't have gotten out of bed today." That's me, like every other day of the week.
Yeah.
I think Plankton's pretty funny. I know the older seasons. The first 3 seasons are.
I wish I could do that voice.
Yeah.
Have you seen that guy do that voice?
Mr. Lawrence?
Yeah.
That's his name, yeah.
Yeah.
He just calls himself
He just transforms.
Mr. Lawrence, yeah.
He transforms into Plankton.
Oh, yeah.
I like Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't, but...
I like all the characters in the older seasons. Like, 1 through 3, those were the... That's just because when I was a little kid, those were what was going on.
I haven't seen any of the new ones.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's any good or not.
When did I stop watching SpongeBob?
Honestly, if it was on right now, I'd watch it.
It's probably 2012, I think, is when I stopped. Because then I started, I got more into sports, like I said.
Yeah.
So it would have been like 11 or 12. It was starting to get weird. And when I go back home, my little sister, she'll typically watch it, and I'll sit there and watch some of the episodes. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
He's so annoying now, man. SpongeBob's always had that annoying laugh, but now it's just...
Yeah.
They're so stupid, too. There's like... It's like Patrick used to be like a funny stupid, like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Like...
Not anymore.
Like where... that episode of the seahorse.
Yeah.
SpongeBob's like, just go away, you stupid animal. He has the board nailed into his head. Just turns around.
I think my favorite episode is the Doodle.
The Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Meow. Yeah.
Doodle Bob was evil.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Evil son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. I remember, Can You Spare a Dime? I used to love that episode.
Yeah.
With the dime.
Yep.
There was just something so innately funny when SpongeBob finally loses it.
Yeah.
And just takes Squidward in the bed to Mr. Krabs. And he's like, Mr. Krabs. SpongeBob gives him a dime. And he's like, this isn't my dime. And SpongeBob's like, take all of my dimes then. You had to be there.
I like when SpongeBob is the episode of Squidward eats all the Krabby Patties.
Yeah, that was what I was about to say. That's a good episode. Band Geeks, I think, is my favorite episode where they have the band.
SpongeBob's face when Squidward comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the band one's good.
Yeah, that episode has spawned a lot of memes. The Just One Bite, because that's also the Squidward, the close up. Like, does this look unsure to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Show spawned a lot of memes.
But I was a Cartoon Network kid.
Yeah. Remember the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yeah.
It's a good show. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
But I would always I'd always flip to Nick if Drake and Josh or SpongeBob were on.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday on Twitter, you changed your profile picture. And that was what I further said to my roommate. I'm like, see, he's pretty cool. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I do what I can. It's
a
spherical.
great show.
It's spherical.
Yeah.
When's that anniversary coming?
Which one? The Drake and Josh?
Yeah. I'm going to see when that premiered.
2000.
You can't beat the theme song.
4 or 5.
You can't beat the theme song. Oh, if it's 2004, it'd be 15 years. Right?
It's somewhere around there. I'm not. Yeah, if it's 2004, it would be.
2004.
Was it really?
It was January 11th, 2004.
Wow.
We missed it. Damn it.
Oops. Another 5 years will fly by.
It was only on for 3 years.
Yeah. It's weird. That was like the best show by that one guy that made all those shows too.
Dan Schneider.
Yeah. Not the Redskins guy.
No. Dan
Schneider.
No. Not the racist.
Yeah.
The other guy. Dan
I thought
Schneider.
that guy was like a pedophile though. Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider?
Yeah.
What?
Did you ever see that?
No.
He had like a sex scandal. He was one of the people exposed in the Me Too movement.
I'm on his Wikipedia. I don't see it.
Schneider.
Big Fat Liar. You remember that movie?
Yeah, with Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Frankie Muniz. Paul Giamatti was a son of a bitch.
Yeah, he was.
Stole it.
Or Good
Wow.
Burger. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. May I take your order?
What's that from?
It was just Good Burger. That was the movie with Keenan and Kel.
Ah, yeah.
Mondo Burger across the street.
I remember coming home to watch the Drake and Josh Go Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
I remember coming home from school to watch that.
And the Really Big Shrimp. Do you remember that one?
No.
That was where I think, what was it? I only remember one scene because Drake was a musician in the show.
Yeah.
And
Josh was the goof.
Yeah, Drake actually had like a hit, and it got to a producing company, and he let Josh be his manager, but Josh accidentally let it be turned into like a pop song. That's all I remember from that. But I do remember Drake and Josh Go Hollywood.
Yeah. Because it was like counterfeit money or something. Yeah.
They get trapped in. I think my favorite scene from that show.
I think one of them got shot.
Yeah. The lady that played Helen was in Endgame too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's in the elevator. I was like, because she's really good at giving like the what's going on look.
Yeah.
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 What's her name?
Who?
The lady that played Helen. Do you know her name?
I was about to say Miranda Cosgrove. That's not
that's not.
Helen.
She was in The Office.
Yvette
too.
Nicole Brown.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been in a lot of stuff.
She was in The Office?
Yeah. Remember when Dwight got a job at Staples?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I don't like him. I like his big forehead.
Yeah.
I certainly don't like his little nose.
What a show. That's another one. We can talk about that one when
Yeah. We'll next week.
when Levi comes on.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a preview to next week. But
Yeah.
that scene in Drake and Josh where they accidentally blow up the treehouse with the fireworks. And they go up there and they trap themselves in because Drake's supposed to cut the door out.
Where's the door?
Is it Drake? Where's the door? And he's like, right there. That's the outline of the door, like drawn with marker. And he's like, you want to try to walk out of it? And he just walks straight into the wood.
You know, let me pull that scene up.
It's just legendary.
Drake, where's the door?
What I wanted to say about SpongeBob was
Go ahead.
it's lost the dark humor. There was like some pretty dirty jokes in that show. Like there was this one
episode
scene
when he goes under. It was like one of the early episodes. The kelp. He's trying to get the kelp out of the vending machine.
Yeah.
That was a dark episode.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
They used to scare the crap out of me that episode.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. But that
What'd you wanna
one
say?
where there's just a picture. Do you remember that episode where SpongeBob and Patrick, they buy the invisible spray? And they spray themselves and they're acting like ghosts.
Yeah.
And Mr. Krabs busting at the end because they're going to burn $1. So he throws a bucket of water on him. And they took their clothes off before they spray painted. And this is a kid's show, people. Remain calm. You can't see anything. So here's two naked guys. One's handing $1 to the other in a bathroom. They're like both naked. SpongeBob's handing $1 to Patrick. And I'm like, what's going on here? They were being dirty. I didn't know it as a kid, but looking back, it's there.
It is there.
It is there.
I'm going to play this Where's the Door.
Great times.
You miss these days.
I do.
You miss them.
Now I just flip out about how much money I have.
What? Where's the door hole?
Oh, canned
It was
laughter.
right there. See, I drew it with a magic marker. You were supposed to cut it out with the power saw. Dude, I'm gonna.
Skinny
oh,
Josh.
Really? Yes. So go get the power saw. Okay, I will.
Walks into it.
I see the problem. Oh, do ya?
Yeah. You calling me a liar? I'm calling you intrusive.
What a show.
Yes. Good times.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be back next week.
I will be.
A couple times, hopefully.
Oh yeah, my computer just died, too. It's good timing.
Yeah, good time. Good timing.
It's good timing.
All right, everybody. We'll be back next time.
See you next week.